Dropshipping dangles the carrot of easy money, but for many it's a trap wrapped in shiny promises. Let us unpack what it is, how it works, and the various pitfalls and traps that will make you broke tomorrow once you start out on dropshipping. Dropshipping is an e-commerce model where you sell products without ever touching them. All you need is you, a laptop, the internet, and a dream of stacks. You don't need any inventory, you don't need a physical shop. What you'll be doing basically is that you'll be a middleman between a supplier and the consumer, of course, through a shipping company. And what you'll be pocketing is the difference between this supplier of yours and the consumer minus the shipping cost and of course other costs that are hidden, which we are going to analyze in this video. First of all, you're going to create a shop on Shopify, WooCommerce, or Etsy. Pick the website that you want, the one that you feel most comfortable with, and also the one who have charges that are friendly to you. This is your virtual shop. You don't need to be there physically, you don't need any inventory. There's no goods required. But some people decide that no, I'm not going to have these goods running all over online without me ever seeing them. So they have a warehouse or a storage where they keep these goods. Then you're going to source products from suppliers, people like AliExpress or even Pocket. These are people who you'll be getting your products at a very cheap price. So you better look for the cheapest that you can get and the ones who sign contracts, because without a contract, these people can fuck you up real good. So you're going to get a good supplier, a credible supplier, and you're going to mark up their price. Like let's say a $5 watch from AliExpress, you're going to mark it up to $25 in your shop at Etsy. Now you have found a supplier and you have a shop. You're going to run ads on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, any place that you can run ads, even Google. And you're going to make sure that you reach customers so that you can bring traffic into your shop. Once you have run ads, you have your supplier, you have your shop, right? A customer decides that they want to buy from you, and if they order, you're just going to provide the address to this shipping company. The supplier takes it to the shipping company. The shipping company then takes it to the customer. And after all this, all we want is the bag. We care about the money. So after all this has happened, you're going to pocket the difference between the supplier, the consumer, minus the shipping cost, minus other hidden costs, which I'm going to tell you in a few. First of all, you have the shop that you have created. It's not for free, it's not charity. Shopify and WooCommerce will charge you a certain amount for the shop that you have created. Now, let's deduct that, okay? Now we have the supplier. You need a credible supplier, somebody who preferably you can sign contracts with, because you can't imagine that the product has reached to the shipping company and it's damaged, and now you can't return it to the supplier and pin it on them because this supplier did not have any contract. They told you that the goods, they took them to the shipping company and now it's damaged. That's on them. We don't know what happened en route, but that's on them. They'll have washed their hands, but with a contract, things will be binding. We have looked at the shop, the supplier. Now let us look at this shipping company that you trust so much, who you will send them your life to ship them across the Indian Ocean, across the seas, all the way to the moon, because you trust them that they can ship you there. Now this shipping company, they might be all the way from China, they might be very close, but getting these goods to your customer, that matters, because there is Amazon Prime. It takes 1 to 2, 3 days even at the very most, or let's say a week if things happen, or even right now that there is war, it may take 5, 7 days or even 2 weeks. But for you as a dropshipping guy, you need like 6 weeks because it's coming all the way from China to New York. And if it's going by ship, that will take very long. If it's by air, yep, it might take a short while. But if it's by ship, that will be a long time. Let's say that today is on January 22nd, and by February 14th, I need to have a gift for my Valentine. I need to have a gift for my wife. I need to have a gift for my grandmother. How am I going to order it from you if it takes 6 weeks? I'll just go to Amazon Prime and get it in 3 days and gift wrap it, take my time seeing what it is, how it works or whatever. I'll just use Amazon Prime. So you need a good shipping company who are fast, and also remember, make sure that you get one who signs contract. Because if this shipping company, their ship end up sinking, hey, you don't want them starting to say that it was Kraken that awoken and start blaming it on nature. You just want your goods to get the customer. Now you have looked at the shop, the supplier, and the shipping company. The customer might also be a pain in the ass because these guys might be the death of you. You wake up one morning and you have 100 emails, and no, these emails are not for people who are ordering things from your shop. These are all emails from one customer who got a broken product, who got the wrong product, who got the product 6 weeks later, who got the product 6 years later, and now they're mad at you. They want their refund, they want something else. You've sent them a gas cooker, and what they asked from you is a phone or a laptop. It's best that you build trust and have them believe in you over a while. Your shop sells good products, they deliver on time as agreed, you are honest. You tell them that it will take 6 weeks, and that's the amount of weeks it takes. Don't tell them that it takes 6 weeks and this guy decides to travel all the way to Australia. Now it has arrived and it has to stay in store in Kenya for those weeks to end, and then that guy comes back and finds probably it was damaged or it ended up having rats bite it. Be honest with your customers and tell them if it will take a long time, if it will take a short time. And if possible, talk one-to-one with your customers. This customer did not find your shop for free. They did not just stumble upon it like magic, or even how pigs fly. I don't know how pigs fly, but they just found your shop. No. You need to run ads. And these ads, they're not for free. Okay? You have a TikTok shop, you have a Facebook marketplace, and you need to create traffic into your shop. And it's not for free. You can also have Google running ads all over. You need to pay Google to run these ads. It's not for free, it's not charity. You need to pay for TikTok or Facebook. I once had this guy that I was working with, and he wanted me to film his carpet shop. And apparently this guy was paying TikTok so that his video can go a little bit viral. And by a little bit viral, I mean this video's got 4,000 views. Now that's a lot. Even my TikTok videos don't get that many views. The highest video that I have is 1,000 views. Guys, check out my TikTok and support me. Subscribe also to this channel, like the video and share it to your friends or to someone who's trying out dropshipping. Let's say you have $112 in profit. You need to pay these ads for $50. Now what you're left with in a month is $62. You need now to pay the shop. There are also transaction costs because you're not going to withdraw that money all the way to PayPal or wherever you're withdrawing for free. There needs to be a transaction cost of $2 to $3. You've paid the shop, you've run ads, their transaction cost, and you also need to pay this advertising, things like Obelo or even email marketing, so that you can get a lot of emails, so that you can send those emails that we all label as scams. You wake up one morning and you have an email about a guy who's selling a pan for $10. Come on, I did not want a pan. Fine, I want to make eggs, but I don't want a pan. Let us not forget the guru scams, because these people really, they do sell this thing really well. They showcase off living a lavish lifestyle, driving Lamborghinis, and they tell you that tomorrow you'll wake up a millionaire. And one thing I realized about humans is that they love hope. These gurus will charge you $1,000, telling you that they'll give you the full model into dropshipping. Things that you can just go to ChatGPT, communicate with it once a day, take a week, a month, communicate to ChatGPT, Grok, these AIs, research online, the profits, the losses, the various things that might end up screwing you. And now you have that model. These gurus are going to get rich. You get poorer by the moment. By the time you decide to start dropshipping, you don't have enough money to even go check out your supplier, to go check out the shipping company. You don't have enough money to maintain your shop for the first few months, because you won't start making money for the first few months. You don't have enough money to run ads. So you just end up giving on dropshipping or saying that I'll start after 3 years. Because why? You spend all your $1,000 that you thought you're going to start on dropshipping to pay the guru so that you can get a full model. Of which, honestly, you're going to get that model and be told that there is a higher tier model whereby you'll get rich in 2 weeks. You do realize that you're not the only one who's trying out dropshipping, right? Because your neighbor, your friend, your brother, your sister, for even your mother, your father, they are trying out dropshipping as a side hustle. And you're trying to tell me that all of you are going to sell the same watch at $25. Nope. You're going to sell it at $5. Another one is going to sell it at $4. Another one is going to sell it at $3. Why? Because you all want profit. And for me to get that $1 from this customer, I need to sell mine at a lesser price than the next person. I mean, of course, if my shop has a good reputation and people trust it, and I actually have a good audience that buy things from me, fine, I'll sell it at $25. But if you're 1,000 of you beginners, you have reached 18 years old, and now you've all gotten into dropshipping, the thousands of you've gotten into dropshipping, and you sell this watch at $25 each. No. I'll sell it at $24. My neighbor over there will sell it at $23 because we want profit. Remember, to this customer, they don't know about the supplier, they don't know about the shipping company, they don't know anything else. They'll be flocking your email. So be careful how you treat them. Can dropshipping really work? Let me tell you that it can work if you do the following things. First of all, pick a niche. Electronics. Be specific. Sell one thing specific. Concentrate on that. Let people know that you want shoes, you want a phone, you want a laptop. Name anything that you want. Go to this specific shop. Go to Alibaba. Go to Jumia. You'll get the best prices there. The next thing that you're going to do so that you can be profitable in dropshipping is to vet these suppliers. Because let's face it, guys, out here, there's some suppliers who really don't care what happens to your goods or your products. But once you vet these suppliers and ensure that you have a contract, things are going to go well for you. And if possible, get an exclusive supplier. Like, let's say you can be the only person who sells, as I said, pick a niche. You can pick electronics and choose to only sell iPhones. You can also choose to sell only Samsung. You can choose also to sell Techno, Infinix, name anything that you can think of. You pick that niche, you look for suppliers, people who sell these things in bulk. The last thing that you're going to ensure is to master marketing. These videos need to go viral. This video need to reach the people in the South Pole, in the North Pole, people even living in the moon. These people need to see that you're selling goods, that you're selling shoes, that you're selling earphones, earpods, name anything that you're selling. They need to see that you're selling. So once you master marketing, how a video goes viral, you're in for some good money. Next, don't forget to be honest with your customers. Really, you're telling me that this good is going to arrive tomorrow, and clearly I can see that it's coming all the way from China. I live in Kenya and you're telling me that, okay, fine, you have a teleportation portal, it's going to arrive tomorrow. Fine, I'll believe you. Then 6 years later, that's when I'm getting the necklace that I was supposed to give my ex back then, and she broke up with me because I did not get her a gift on Valentine's. And now I'm single, and now I'm seeing this shipping company telling me that your necklace has arrived. Dropshipping in itself is not illegal. You're a middleman. That's something that has been there ever since the beginning of time. I mean, they're also mediators. That's something that has existed there for a long time. All you need to do is be resilient. Make sure that you vet these guys. Make sure that you've done what I've told you in these videos. If you haven't taken notes by now, you really need to be whipped. Dropshipping in itself is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires skill, research, and resilience. You need to step out there, you need to vet these guys, you need to do a lot of things. Ensure that you've researched, ensure that you have the skills for marketing, ensure that you have the resilience to wait for 10... Let me not just kill your hopes. The resilience to wait for 10 months so that you can earn your first $100. I mean, once you earn your first money, you really feel nice. I mean, you're over the moon. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, first of all, pay rent, pay the bills, and now you're left with nothing. Yeah, you're happy just for a moment. Thank you. Most people fail because they buy the hype. The hype that dropshipping is as simple as having lemonade without not having to squeeze lemons. Trust me, you have to squeeze those lemons. I was just about to say melons, but yes, you have to squeeze those lemons.
In the evening glow, carry aim on a paper sky, tied it to a bird, let it fly, watched it fade.